Now, if you're someone who's actively involved in the murder drones community, you've probably seen people say some pretty negative stuff about N, especially about his crimes, and with so many people loving N and calling him wholesome and innocent, you may be wondering how anyone could think that about such an innocent little guy. There's no way he's actually that bad, right? And you would be correct, he isn't. But some people have been accusing N of such heinous acts that I feel it's only right I make a video defending him. In a court of law. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. As you wish. In episode 1, there is clear footage of the defendant committing mass genocides against the worker drones. As seen in this scene here.
Actually, it's gin rummy. So. So, I'm just letting you know, Take that!
There is nothing that can excuse such heartless acts. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Frost? Damn it. Not even 5 minutes in and he's already got me cornered. It seems this case is over before it even started. And here I thought this was going to be at least somewhat of a challenge.
Objection!
Wait just a second. I think there's something you may be forgetting, Mr. 72. The defendant at this time was mentally a child. What? If you know the law, you would know that N had his memory wiped, only completely getting it back in episode 5, meaning that when he started to commit all those atrocities, he was essentially a child unknowingly manipulated by Sin into doing the only thing he knew. Sin used his nice personality against him, since all he wants to do is help others. Of course he would do the one thing he could do to help the company. But no buts, Mr. 72. Surely you must realize that if you were manipulated to kill since you were essentially a child, of course you would do so without question. Not so fast, Mr. Frost. Huh? Even if that is true, this scene proves that he knows what he's doing is wrong.
No, the worker drones, we could work with them to fix this, instead of all the murder! Which, why are we doing that again?
Other than ingesting their warm, sweet oil to avoid overheating and dying? I guess I just want to be useful. I was given a job, and I always want to try my best.
Meaning there's no way to defend him. He knew what he was doing was wrong, yet he still followed through.
Hold it!
Even if he did know it was wrong, he was still manipulated into thinking that's the only helpful thing he could do. Hell, the only thing he could do at all. Him knowing it was wrong doesn't mean he wasn't manipulated into thinking it was the right thing to do, since he was mentally a child.
Objection!
Well, what about Tessa then? What? Surely you must know what I'm talking about. In episode 7, when N blindly kills who he thought to be Tessa without giving her any time to explain herself, that scene proves that he's willing to blindly kill anyone who threatens his friends without hesitation, even if one of those people are his friend. He had no reason to make such a big decision with little to no knowledge about why. Your Honor, please for our sake end this pointless charade and put the defendant where he belongs.
Objection!
The defendant had plenty of reason to make that choice, and I can prove it. Then please, explain away. He had plenty of reason to have suspicions about Tessa. First off, after he discovered the patch, he would have realized that there's a very small chance that Tessa wouldn't know about it, especially when she seemed to know so much about cabin fever already. She was also asking him to sacrifice one of his bestest friends, basically saying that she couldn't fix her and that there was no way to fix her. When he interrupted her and Uzi's fight, he told her that she had one chance to say whether she knew about the patch or not. Of course, when she started talking about something completely different instead of answering his question, he would have plenty of reason to kill her, as she essentially just confirmed his suspicions. Okay, fine, but if he's mentally a child, wouldn't that make Uzi a predator? Honestly, I've seen some people say that Uzi's an adult, and some say that she's a teenager, so I honestly don't know what her current age is, but even if she is an adult, they didn't start doing stuff like holding hands until like episode 6. And they weren't officially dating until episode 8, which are both after episode 5, which would mean that Ed would no longer mentally be a child because he got his memories back. I think I won? Well, I guess I did what I set out to do, but at the cost of my already rapidly declining mental health. Anyways, before the video ends, let's lighten up the mood with a little compilation of some of the many nice things Anne has done, shall we? Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.